go to Mansour Shouman. He's a resident of Khan Yunis in southern Gaza. He joins us from there. Mansour, many thanks for joining us. 100 days since Israel began its war on Gaza. Did you ever think we would be where we are today?
Wow, 100 days. Like you said in your report, it seems like 100 years now. Together with 2.3 million other Palestinian civilians here, I think no one would have thought that we would have gone through 100 days of all of this. However, despite all of these challenges, the morale of the Palestinian people here is still very high. And they remain determined to remain steadfast, to continue striving for the right, despite, like I said, so many challenges that they have all been going through for the last 100 years. It's been a battle.
Where does that resilience come from? The people have lost so much, families wiped out, homes destroyed, millions displaced, disease, starvation, but people keep going. How are they doing that?
They don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. They need to go on with their lives, right? We are now also going through the 12th mass communication blackout. There are no phone calls that are able to be made. No internet is available unless you have special eSIMs and go to special locations. People need to continue. People do not have time to go through their emotions. They need to channel their emotions into action immediately, or else they couldn't survive. Every day is a struggle to find food, to find water, to get proper clothing, to ensure that your tent is properly taken care of despite all the rain and the cold weather, finding clean bathrooms, ensuring that you have proper medication as we go through the cold and flu season. It's honestly, it's a miracle that the Palestinian people here are still, not only, like I said, surviving, but trying to continue to remain steadfast. And one of the reasons they're doing that is because they believe that they are striving for the truth. They are striving for their freedom. They are on their land. They are not doing anything wrong. They do not want a repeat of 1948 and 1967, where they were forced, where we were forced, our ancestors were forced to leave the lands we were in before. I think their grandsons and granddaughters now have learned that lesson, and they are determined now to stay here. And together, seeing the free world on the outside, standing beside the Palestinian cause in the millions, and seeing the latest with the ICJ courts and how they are summarizing in detail, in English, what has happened here to the Palestinian people, is all a big morale booster to the Palestinian people.
Let me ask you about that. What does it mean to people where you are, when you see the many thousands of people who have come out on the streets all around the world today in support of the Palestinian people? We've seen the case by South Africa in The Hague with the ICJ. Does it give you hope for the future? To what extent does it boost your morale?
You have no idea how much it helps us here. The demonstrations that are happening in the millions across all the cities, all the world, even those governments are going against the Palestinian cause. We know that the governments do not truly represent their people. You have no idea how much it's a morale booster, and it makes the day for everyone here in Palestine. Everyone here has a cell phone, and whenever they have an internet connection, that's the first thing they look at. What's happening in that city, that country, where my relatives are in? They are so happy with seeing these demonstrations. And we are so proud of our South African brothers and sisters for the case that they represented on our behalf in the ICJ.
And Mansour, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about your particular situation, your family, how they've fared through the last 100 days. You're in Khan Yunis, which is in southern Gaza, which has really felt the brunt of Israeli attacks in recent weeks. How have you fared?
Yes, I'm located in Nasser Hospital. My day consists of waking up early, praying the early Fajr prayer together with hundreds of people here in the refugee camp, which is now Nasser Hospital. After that, we start to work. I try to help with whatever media assignments I have. either through social media or through TV channels like yourselves. We try to get the truth out by ensuring we capture via image, via video what is happening around, together with hundreds of journalists here. Please note that over 115 journalists have been killed, many with their families, including many loved ones from Al Jazeera network. Let us not forget. Let us not forget what happened to them. Let what happened to them be continuously a boost for us to continue to remember their legacy. We will not forget what happened to them.
We will
together with 2.3 million.
We will not forget. Mansour, we will not forget. Thank you so much for your time today. Mansour Shouman, resident of Khan Yunis in southern Gaza, reflecting on 100 days since the deadliest war in Gaza's history.
Thank you.